Hey everyone, I'm Jade. Today I'm going to be checking out the EHX Eddy Vibrato chorus pedal. This is a first impressions video where I'm checking this out for the first time and bringing you along for that. I'll do a few different sounds. What I'll do is I'll start off on the chorus because I'm most familiar with chorus, and then switch over to the vibrato and then go back and forth with them. I'm going to be using my Les Paul, my Tele, and the 335 I've been renting, as well as this. So yeah, let's get into it. The EHX Eddy. Okay, this is my clean tone, as always, going through my 2001 Blues Junior and starting off with my trusty Les Paul. So these were the settings that the previous person who played this pedal had. I have no clue what it is, so here we go. Clearly Marvin had it before me. Okay, I want to meet the person that played this before me and the context of which they played that. Okay, I'm gonna throw everything onto noon. I'm gonna start off, like I said, on chorus because I am most used to playing chorus. There is an indent on the envelope, which is at noon. The envelope dial. You can add an expression pedal to this and change whether it's the rate or the depth that is affected by the either expression pedal or envelope knob. Liking it so far. Also, let me know if you'd like me to shoot it out against the CE2. I will say, just turning these knobs, I'm gonna find some different sounds now. They're not the easiest to turn. They're quite close together. So it's not really, I think, a pedal you're gonna be changing on the fly. Like if you want to have something where you're changing settings like mid-song or like even in between songs if you kind of have to do it quickly. My fingers kind of get caught between if I'm not too careful. Okay, so I'm going to keep the volume at noon. I'm going to turn the tone at 9 o'clock. I'm going to keep the envelope just at noon, probably for the whole time. So I'm going to change the depth. Let's go 9 as well. Let's go opposite for the rate and go with 3. And the shape, I'm just gonna go all the way and dime it. Very subtle sound. I'm going to change the shape all the way to essentially 1, which is looks like it's a looks like the shapes are the same I forget what those are called, the pointy zigzags, but opposite. I don't actually really hear the difference. Oh, there is an indent on the shape as well. Yeah, at noon there's also an indent. Which I really like because especially if it's a knob or a setting that has like a true noon and it's really at like kind of bypassed in whatever way. I like having that indent so you know it's there. That's super weird. I don't know what to do with that. I'm gonna put the rate up to noon. I'm gonna put the rate, the shape to 9 o'clock. You can get super weird with this pedal to the point where I don't really know how to do it. I really like the chorus sounds, just kind of the normal chorus sounds, but it gets weird fast. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it definitely it gets a bit beyond my level of chorus knowledge, which I am, like I said earlier, I am more familiar with chorus, but my chorus is you know, this, and I also have reviewed the Dimension C. I thought maybe. So it's off, and then you press and hold. It turns on. It turns on. And then you release and it stops. So I'm gonna stay on the same settings and turn on vibrato mode. I don't even know what to say about that sound. Okay, I'm glad I started with this pedal. I'm gonna throw the fuzz on because it's making up my my day of disasters. I just don't know what to do with that. Okay, I'm gonna flip the rate and depth. Sorry, I'm gonna put the depth to 3 o'clock and then the rate up to 9, and flip the tone as well from 9 to 3. I'm gonna keep the shape at noon. That doesn't even... That's actually not a bad sound. It's just kind of a like a tone enhancer. And it takes a little bit of edge off. I actually really kind of like that as a sound. It's just like I said, you know, a bit of like a tone enhancer, just smooths everything out. Curious to find out with the 335. If you haven't checked that out that video, do so. I found it very uneven between like the bass and treble strings, and I'm wondering if that would even it out. Maybe that's what I'll do is I was planning on plugging on my Tele. I'll still do that. I'm gonna throw everything at noon on the vibrato, and then what I'll do is I will go between that and the chorus. Maybe just vibrato isn't quite my thing. Switching to the chorus now. I wish I could remember that thing I just played. That definitely wasn't it. I will say I definitely like the chorus more than the vibrato. I think I just need to spend more time playing with the vibrato to kind of figure out how it works a bit. Also, maybe let me know if you have any kind of vibrato tricks and contexts in which to use it. I just really like chorus. I always have. It really just works with what you're playing. It works with what you're playing, and you don't have to work to it. Okay, I'm gonna quickly switch to the 335 and then over to my Tele to just see how it interacts. Okay, I'm here with 335. So this is a noon chorus. Switch up to the vibrato again. This is all noon. Okay, I can't remember, and I didn't write it down, of course, the smooth out settings. I believe it was this. No, not quite. Maybe a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna quickly switch over to my Tele. So, if you're still watching, I would love if you considered subscribing or checking out another one of my videos. I also have a affiliate links. I'm not sure if this pedal is available. They do have Electro Harmonics pedals. It's solo music gear, not sponsored. And also a rental jar if you feel so inclined. No pressure. I do rent all these pedals. Anyways, let's go with the Tele. This is chorus. Alright, switch up to the vibrato. Gonna just check something. Shape, turning all the way up. You know what, this pedal's, the vibrato's good for a laugh. Back at noon. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna be right back with my final thoughts. Okay, so what are my thoughts on the Electro Harmonix Eddy? I like it. I think I definitely like the chorus more than the vibrato, but the vibrato is good for a laugh, but I definitely have to figure out the context in which to use it and like mess around with it more. And like I said, let me know if some vibrato tips. But I really like kind of the chorus sounds that I got with it. But definitely, it gets weird fast. It gets very weird quickly. And while I like it, I think I prefer just kind of the simplicity of this. You know, you have 6 knobs versus 3, but this one can get different sounds, but it's not as complicated. But I'd recommend this pedal for people who like vibrato and like chorus. It does give you different options, especially with the envelope dial. Yeah, and then the option for an expression. And, you know, it's pretty inexpensive. This one's on sale, like, because this was used for $110 Canadian. I think they're regular, like, $170 maybe. I didn't, like, fully get along with every aspect it gave me. You know, I enjoyed it, and I'm gonna enjoy checking it out a bit more and maybe getting weird and seeing if I can just go completely weird bananas and throw it in with the Walrus audio ambient that I'm also renting, because yeah, that could be a fun time. So I might end up at, it won't be at the end of this month, but kind of at the end of all the videos I've put up from what I've rented, kind of my favorites and my thoughts after having them for a month. If you're still here, thank you very much. And again, I'd love if you hit that like and subscribe button, and you can check out some affiliate links below in the rental jar below. Again, no pressure at all. And I'll hopefully see you around for the next video. Most likely be the fuzz. Anyways, thanks, and have yourselves a good one.